Okay, keep going. We continue to do the second question. In the second question, we try to know about the hollow. The tube is to check the safety of the tube. So I think it's almost the similar way to do. It's always the same. So let's have a new like I need to we need to open a new window, open a new blackboard, and to do the second question. Yeah. We need to paste this again. Okay. Similar. They want to know the required outer diameter D2. That means the first question is the solid they need to the required D0, and the second question the required D2. Remember the first step is you need to control by stress. Control by stress. So you will use the similar idea. The power allowable is equal to dr in the IP. And you will get T and D2 divided by 2 and 0.0. Before this, you need to calculate IP first, because from given condition you can get IP. So IP is pi 32. Remember is a previous video for hollow bar. This is their equation to calculate IP. It's equal to 32 pi D2 both, and then minus 0.80 D2. Why? This is a condition. Because thickness is so the D1 equal to D2 minus the thickness. I mean, because the inner diameter is D2 minus 2 times of the thickness. So you can get the value. So actually the IP is equal to from the calculation you can get 0.05796 D24. So put into here and 0.57, 96, D2. So, okay, so you can get torsion here, and the 0.1159 D2 cubic is the relationship between tau allowable and the torsion. So we can put it in Joule, and we can get the value D2 is equal to the torsion divided by 0.1159 tau allowable. Yeah, similar. Put all the data inside Newton meter, 0.1159, 14 MPa, the same, 40 MPa here. And actually, you can get the value of 258 minus 6 and cubic. So E2 is equal to 63.7 millimeter. Okay, this is the first condition, is a control by stress. Also the second, control by strain. Yeah, and we do the similar work. Firstly, we should write down the equation we already discussed before. Allowable theta is equal to the torsion divided by shear modulus, and 0.0579, 96, and the D24. So I don't like to write down in detail, because I think you need to do by yourself. So in this case, you may get the value of D2 is equal to 67 millimeter. Okay, so now you have decided again. Compare these two. Yes, according to previous discussion, we need to choose the bigger one, because it's not possible to fracture here. The fracture should be at 67. So this is our design value. That is a kind of requirement. So we chose 67.1 is our answer. Okay, let's now we need to go to the final very interesting discussion about outlooking about the economic interesting. So now for the third question, I think we need a little bit more discussion about this, because it's very interesting for your application. So you look the numbers. You look number 3. Read carefully. Determine the ratio of diameter and the ratio of the weight What's the meaning of wedge of diameter D2? Because at our previous calculation, for about the D0, everybody remember we chose D0 is a 58.8 meter is a safety. And from the second question, after our calculation, the value of D2 is equal to 767.1 millimeter is safe. So here we can choose solid or hollow, both okay. So when we take these two together to compare by 58, and then we get the value should be 1 point. What's the meaning of the value? That means more space. So you will consider is it suitable or not. Because you need more space for the hollow design. This is the first issue about the outlooking. And the second issue is economic. You say, while we compare the weight, I mean, actually the weight hollow compared by weight solid. So actually it's the area, because the density is the same divided by the area of a solid. So actually, after your calculation, it's a D2 square minus B1 square. Yeah, please do it by yourself. There's a lot of calculation inside, but I just write down a very clear, very simple. Calculate by yourself. 0.47. Okay. Interesting. What is the meaning? The meaning of 0. Almost safe. Price. Why? When you do a hollow design, you only use 50%, almost 50% material. Everybody, please pay attention about it. The final of the example is very significant for the number C. These two already satisfy safety requirements. That means you can use hollow of more space, 67 millimeter, or small space of 50x millimeter here. Yeah, so maybe use solid is better to save more space because look smaller. But when you use solid, you will pay 50% more for the material. Yeah, for engineer, you want choose big size, but save more material, save more money. Or you will use the small one, but you pay more money for the material. Depends on you. You are very rich. You don't care about outlooking. Okay, you can choose expensive one, and you can have a small size. And you worry about money. I think you need to satisfy the space. You need to choose the much more space, but you can save 50% money. Yeah. Do you think it's interesting for this example? Or finish?